Hi, Mr. Myers. How are you today? My name's Amy, and I'm a dietetic intern.
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day out, and I'm excited for the 4th of July. So, yeah, so how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited too. Do you have any big plans?
Yeah, I'm going to go up to Maine actually, see my family and hang out and have a good time.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah. Do you?
No, I'm just working, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So, since it's our first session, why don't you tell me a little bit about why you're here today?
Sure. I'm expecting my first child with my wife. I'm 32 years old, so I'm pretty excited. We're having a boy. And basically, I've just struggled with kind of my weight for quite a bit. And I was recently diagnosed with like high blood pressure, my doctor said. I'm just a little concerned about my health because my father had heart issues. He passed away due to a heart attack pretty recently. He's 54, and I just want to make sure that I can live a long, happy, healthy life with my son and my wife. And I definitely think that I'm ready to make some good choices. And yeah, I want to be healthy.
Wow, that's so exciting. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It seems like, with the baby on the way, you're just really excited to make some changes and be healthier. And you mentioned that you're with your family history with your father that concerns you. So, do you have any other concerns or questions for me?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to know how I can, overall just become healthier. I'm pretty heavy set, as you can see, and I know that high blood pressure is just not good. I mean, I'm only 32, so I feel like I'm still pretty young, and so I guess yeah, I just am concerned that I won't be able to do the things that I want to do with my family once my son gets here. And I don't think, I'm just nervous that I'll have the same outcome as my father. And I just really want to make sure that I can get myself on track and do it, as soon as possible. I kind of want to get on track before my son gets here. So any kind of quick, good like lifestyle changes that you think that I can make and do, I'm absolutely willing to hear anything that you have and anything that you recommend. So yeah.
Yeah, you seem extremely motivated, so that's really great. It seems like, with your son on the way, that's really important to you. So I definitely feel like we can work together, and I hope that I can do that for you. Is there anything specifically that I can help you with, or
Yeah, I mean, if you could just maybe like help me figure out, the best kind of like diet plan or something that I can do, if you could help me maybe like recommend how much I should be working out, just like overall how I can, deal with my high blood pressure and just kind of maybe drop a few pounds and stuff.
yeah, so it seems like you have a lot of really good ideas about, physical activity and changing your diet, so that's good. So would it be helpful for you, for me to kind of give you a handout and go over, what the typical diet is for high blood pressure, or, do you feel you mentioned about your weight too? Do you feel it's more important for you to, kind of lose the weight, or do you want to kind of focus this session on your
Um,
diet or kind of everything?
Kind of everything. If we could kill two birds with one stone, that'd be great.
Yeah, so um, would it be helpful for you if I kind of went through some of the ways you can lower your blood pressure, which will include, losing weight, and then we can set up some goals for next time?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
All right, so I'm going to start by giving you a handout about something called the DASH diet. Recording? Okay. So this is just a little booklet that I'll give you, but I can go over it with you now so that, we can cover all the main points. So this is just kind of some of the ways that you can work to lower your blood pressure. So have you learned anything about the disease itself?
Um, Kind of. I mean, my doctor just kind of told me that my blood pressure was really high. I think he said it was like 150 over 95, so something like that. But yeah, that's really all he said.
Yeah, so just a little background about what blood pressure is. Do you think that it would be helpful to kind of go through this?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So blood pressure is the force of blood against the walls and your arteries of your heart. it rises and falls throughout the day, and when it stays elevated for a long period of time, it's called high blood pressure or hypertension. The words can be used interchangeably. So basically, it's dangerous because it makes the heart work a lot harder, and as you know, I'm sure, because your father recently passed away from heart disease, this can be pretty dangerous. So some of the risk factors that you can control are, your high blood pressure, tobacco use. Have you had any other recent history of any other medical diagnoses?
No, I just have, my mother had breast cancer, but she beat it, but that's really all the other kind of familial history that I have. I did used to smoke pretty often, but I started to kind of cut down a bit because my son's on his way. So obviously I don't want to do that anymore either, just for the sake of him. But
Well, that's really good that you've been making that change, and I think that's another great goal. Another risk factor, I don't know if you're aware of this, is being overweight, and physical inactivity. So that's definitely another area that I don't know if you knew it was associated with high blood pressure, but it can definitely help in the prevention of some of these risk factors that we're talking about. So yeah, and then another risk factor that I didn't know if you're aware, obviously, was since you do have a family history, you have a greater risk, but you seem, to be pretty aware of that. And now we're just going to get into some of the ways that you can, kind of control this disease and prevent any further complications. So so this, I don't know how to, okay. So right now, do you know what your current weight is?
I am about 225 and I'm about 5'6".
Okay, so quick calculation. Okay, so right now, I'm sure your doctor has told you this, but you're in the obese range. So some of the realistic goals for weight loss are, you said you really wanted to lose weight. So losing about half a pound to 2 pounds a week are some realistic goals just to keep in mind throughout the session, which, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it definitely is an attainable goal. And if you lose up to 10 pounds, it has the potential to significantly lower your blood pressure. So that's definitely a factor to consider. Other things, obviously, we can talk about some ways to be more physically active. We can talk about, these are just some of the dietary strategies. So I don't know do you know anything about, have you ever had any previous nutrition education at all?
Just in like high school, I had like a nutrition class, but that was like 20 years ago now at this point. But I know kind of like the basics, like fruits and vegetables are good for you, and I'm supposed to stay away from McDonald's and stuff. But that's pretty much really all I am familiar with.
Yeah, so fruits and vegetables are definitely really important in lowering blood pressure. So eating 4 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. The reason for this is because they contain something called potassium, which kind of counteracts the sodium, which is another important part of high blood pressure. So do you have any concerns or questions so far? And, do you notice anything in your current diet that you think might not,
I mean, I definitely think I eat a lot of sweets. I'm